now, I'd like to introduce you to director Rob Letterman and the cast of Goosebumps, Jack Black, Odeya Rush, Dylan Minnette, and Ryan Lee.
Hello, everybody.
So I'm going to direct our first question to Rob before we go to the audience. Rob, we were all lucky enough to see the film last night. To those outside of this room who haven't yet had the pleasure, how would you describe Goosebumps, Rob?
How would I describe Goosebumps? Well, it's a fun family adventure that's a combination of scary and funny and exciting and thrilling, and there's a lot of heart and emotion, real emotion in there, and it's got an amazing, amazing cast.
It certainly does, and now they and Rob are ready for your questions. You know the drill. Let's see those hands, and I'm going to start off with the guy on the end of the row there in the middle. If you just follow the microphone, we'll find you.
I'm Fernando from Chile, and I would like to ask Robert and Jack Black, I think. How was the idea at the beginning of?
What?
Cállate, mi amigo está hablando conmigo.
Right. I would like to ask, how was the idea of not only adapting R.L. Stein's stories, but also to have him in the movie? And how was that born? And how was to create a character not only based in reality, because I think that this is not actually an actual, real life character. So.
Okay, the first part of the question should go to you. Did you get that?
I did. I got it.
You speak Chilean?
I do.
Chilean English?
I do. Very well, actually. I can answer all of that. The idea for it, so Goosebumps is an anthology series. There's no central character. The movie has been in development for a long time. And Neil Moritz, the producer of the film, and Sony Studios, and Deborah Forte, the other producer, they'd come upon the big meta idea, which was, what if the movie central character was R.L. Stine himself, and what if the books, his monsters were literal manifestations that popped out of the books. So once that idea happened, then I came on board, and we roped Jack in, and I don't know if you've all seen it, but Jack did a movie, Bernie, which was amazing, and he played this incredible character, and we had lunch and we talked about that and talked about creating a unique character and mixing, drama, comedy, scares, and we all flew out to New York to meet with R.L. Stine himself, and I don't know, I'll pass it on to you from there.
Well, I just read the script and loved it. I thought it was really funny and scary in the right amounts. I could take my kids to it, and I thought it was really great too. And the character R.L. Stine, I just sort of heard his voice as soon as I read the script, before I'd ever actually met him or heard his actual voice. So then when I met him and I heard his actual voice, I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be doing you. I already heard your voice when I read the script, because the script is a lot different than the real R.L. Stine. The real R.L. Stine, obviously this is a full work of fiction. I hope he doesn't actually have monsters in his attic, but yeah, so I took a lot of liberties, and I did what I thought was the most dramatic and fun choice for this movie.
Hello, good morning. Juan Carlos Garcia from Mexico City. This question is for Ryan, Dylan, and Odeya. I'm not very sure if I have to pronounce it like that. Was this the first kiss of your life on screen in the film, or you have given a kiss on screen previously?
Wow, we all had a kiss in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
So lucky.
Yeah.
I didn't have a...
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack.
We had a. I mean, I think that I don't know. You had done that on camera before, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I have.
And then
Was
I
it my
had
first?
too. So yeah, not the first time for me. It was great. I'm talking. Well, yes. I mean, every Kiss movie was great. I think And how was it? Halston, Ryan?
Fantastic. I guess she probably would say the same thing.
Hi, Nina Liebold from Germany. Jack, this is a question for you. What is so nice about being scared?
You know, yeah, my favorite movie of all time is The Shining, and there's just something great about being scared. I don't know what it is, the scientific reasons for it, but there's an exhilaration. There's an exploration of what it is to be alive. It's very heavy. It's very deep, being scared. And I see it in my kids. I have a 7 and a 9-year-old, and they like to be scared. They're obsessed with it. And I think there's a part of it that is cool. If you can watch something scary and you're brave enough to watch it, then you're cool. There's something about growing up to being a little bit scared. I wouldn't let them watch The Shining. I don't want them to grow up that fast. But that's why I wanted to make this one, because it's scary, but it's not too scary.
Hey, Scott writing for Germany. This is for Rob. Rob, I mean, in this day and age of where it's really hard to impress an audience with special effects because basically we've almost seen everything, what was the challenge for you? Was there a holy grail? I mean, it used to be water and fur, and you seem to kind of have everything here. So which creature was the most difficult to create and to blend in with everything?
Well, yeah, you can do anything now, and the bar's awfully high, especially with visual effects. We put as much care into every creature in the movie, but they all have different methodologies. Not everything is visual effects. Some characters are real that we built for the movie and puppeteered. Some are a mix. They're a hybrid, so they're half visual effects, half real, and some are totally visual effects. 60-foot tall giant praying mantises are not something you can actually build for real. So there's just a lot of work done, a lot of designing and thought into it, and we're still working on it. It's still going on. We haven't finished the visual effects yet, but it's been really, really complicated, but it's amazing. I'm so proud of the visual effects team. They're the best in the world, so come together.
Hi, Neela from Australia. Jack, I'm wondering if you were going to face your demons in real life, what physical, literal form would those demons take?
Oh, what physical and literal form would my actual inner demons take? I have no idea, because they would spring from my subconscious mind and catch me unprepared. I think they might look kind of like that crazy white slithery thing that happened in that last Alien movie, the parentheses. What was that called? Prometheus.
Parentheses.
That's probably the scariest thing I could imagine. But it would probably be even scarier than that, because you never know. It's not scary if you can anticipate it. It's scary when you're like, what's that? No!
Hi, I'm Mariana from Mexico. I want to ask each one of the actors, what gives you goosebumps? Is it monsters, spiders, girls?
Start with Ryan.
Yeah, girls. Yeah. I'd probably say spiders. I'm not a fan.
I think spiders could go for anyone. But no, not to put that answer down. Not to put, for me, I'm gonna go on another direction. I would say good music. If you hear something nice, it's a good kind of goosebumps. I'm gonna go with the lighthearted goosebumps here. But spiders.
Yes. And girls.
I mean, yeah, good music, especially when you hear it live. I feel like it can, someone's voice can really get to you, or when you watch something in a movie theater and it's the trailer or something, and it's that really loud part. And literally, even if you're not looking at the trailer, you're talking to someone, and then suddenly you just start feeling something because the music is so ominous. That gives me goosebumps. And heights, just can't do it. I'm done with this.
Do you have that thing where when you're close to a high heights that you feel like you're falling off the edge even though you're not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real condition.
No, or like a she's gonna take care of that.
There's a phobia there. I can't remember. What's it called? Heidophobia?
Heidophobia?
Something like that. Yeah, you've got it. Is it my turn? I want to say what gives me goosebumps is whenever someone is heroic on screen, I get like the man tears and the goosebumps. I'm a very easy goosebumper. What about you? What gives you the goosebumps?
The goosebumps and the man tears?
And the man tears.
Oh man, I'm a sucker for sports movies. Make me tear up for some reason. I don't know why, but I have the weird man tears over Tin Cup with Kevin Costner when he does the hole-in-one. It's not like the most brilliant movie, but there is that moment. I just love it. And The Rookie, I don't know, sports movies, it's very strange.
Odeya, we've just learned what gives you goosebumps. Are you a fan of this genre as a whole, or R.L. Stine specifically?
I didn't read the books personally because I am scared really easily, but now I am because, like Jack said, it is kind of growing up, so I'm learning to deal with it. When I was younger, I would be like, I would have to wait a little bit to see this, and I think now you just, and the thing about it's like, you know, you do it in stages. So, I don't know, what was your question? I don't like being scared, but it's funny, so I guess it balances it out.
Silvia Bizio from Italy. I guess for Robert and Jack, I was curious about the reaction of Stein to the script and to his involvement in this film at all. And Jack, did I understand you did not meet Stein, or you did meet Stein?
You did, yeah.
And can you tell us more about the conversation, the talks, what happened, and his reaction?
Well, I can tell you. R.L. Stine saw the movie, a cut of the movie a couple months ago, and sent me a personal email that was the nicest email. He was so proud of the film. I mean, he couldn't have been nicer. And I forwarded it to you. It was really amazing. So it's really important to get his blessing, and he's extremely happy with it. And then, yeah, we flew to New York and met him in a crazy attic, secret attic at the top of Scholastic building, which was really almost Harry Potter attic. It was weird, right?
It was a strange meeting. We met. It was just the three of us, right? Was anyone else invited?
It was
maybe the head of Scholastic.
Neil
was there.
and Deb were there. Yeah.
That's right, and also Slappy, the ventriloquist dummy,
That's
was
right.
sitting at the head of the table. Talk about goosebumps.
And on
Very
your lap
creepy.
at one point.
At
I
one
believe.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
And he welcomed us with open arms. He could tell he liked the script. I don't think did he have any notes? Maybe he had a couple notes, little notes.
He just wanted to talk about comedy and comedy history.
Yeah.
And the show of shows.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks. It was amazing.
But we couldn't do this without his blessing. So it was great that he was on board from the beginning, and really he was game. You know, he came in and did that cool little cameo. That was funny. He played Mr. Black, since I was playing Mr. Stein. It made perfect sense.
By the way, Jack came up with it. Because there was a moment, we didn't know when R.L. Stine was going to visit the set, so we weren't prepared. And I remember I ran into your trailer, and I was like, "You have to help me. I have no idea what to do here, and it's gotta be awesome." And Jack did. I don't know if you've seen him do this before, but he did.
I do a little meditation. The universe tells me the answer.
And then he says the line, and he said it, and that was it. It was amazing.
Yeah, he was the drama teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Stein. Hello, Mr. Black. Boom.
And a legend was born.
And it was.
Hi, hello, Lucero Calderon from Mexico City. This is for Jack. I want to know if there is a movie, a project that you look yourself and you have goosebumps.
And what do you feel when you see on the screen, for example, in this movie, making these kind of faces? Are two questions.
Wait, what do I think of myself when I make those
Do you
faces?
do you have goosebumps?
I do give myself goosebumps. It's embarrassing, but yeah. When I see myself doing a good job, I often get a little teary-eyed. I'm so good. Yeah. What was the first part of the question?
Yeah. For example, in this, I want to know which is your reaction when you see yourself in the movie making these kind of faces, your physique.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got that part. There was another part.
Is there any project that you...
Oh, are there any other projects that I'd like to promote right now? I don't think I should. Get in trouble with the boss. But yeah, I want to make a polka movie about a polka star. Tenacious D's got a music festival called Festival Supreme, October 10th. All right, that's enough.
Hi, Anke from Germany. The movie plays with it, but can you talk a little bit in your own lives where books came to life when you read them and the power of books in general?
Who's the question?
I think to everyone, right?
That's for each of you, yeah.
Anybody got a book that was particularly powerful, moving?
Well, for my early childhood and my childhood, it was it was actually Goosebumps. I grew up reading the books and I loved them, and I feel like Goosebumps kind of inspired me to read more because they were exhilarating and fun to me, and they were easy to read and they were quick. And also, I feel like it introduced me to horror at a young age, which I'm a huge fan of now. Even though it's not horror necessarily, it's funny and it's scary, it's exhilarating, and that's kind of what I liked. I feel like it just introduced me to a whole new world of things. And later on in life, I still always look back to Goosebumps. I'm like, thank you, Goosebumps. So that was something for me. I'm being completely serious too. It's not just because they're promoting the movie. But.
I really like the sci-fi genre, and I really like this book Neuromancer by William Gibson.
Classic.
He kind of created his own genre, didn't he? What is that? Steampunk?
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That
Awesome.
dude's a badass. He gives me goosebumps.
I'll do.
You go.
I'll go. Let's see.
Did I steal yours?
Yeah. Man, I wanted to do William
Sorry.
Gibson so bad.
Should've spoken up faster.
I should have gone in first. There's a book I read in elementary school. A teacher inspired me to read it called The Sand Kings, and it was written by a guy named George R. Martin, who ended up writing Game of Thrones, which is why I love that series so much. But it was really cool. It was sci-fi, a little bit of horror. It was just I remember it to this day. It was an awesome, awesome book. So maybe that influenced me. I don't know.
For me, bring this higher. I would say Running with Scissors, because I read it freshman year of high school. Just not the easiest year, and it really helped me get through it because it's comical and there's a lot of hardships that the main character goes through, and I think I don't know, it helped me get through freshman year, and I read it a few times that year, so it's mine.
For me, I don't know if there's one certain book, but just reading in general, it's kind of like TV on pages in your mind. So it's just fun for me. I don't. It's really powerful too.
You've never read a book,
Yeah,
have you?
I'm sorry.
That's the I've never read a book answer. Ask about Xbox, guys. Come on, throw them a bone.
Ask me about some video games.
Hi, this is Christine Murata from Belgium. What if you got to write your own book? What would you like to bring to life?
Oh, right. Just like R.L. Stein.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring about a world peace monster that roams the globe and brings world peace.
By destroying things into peace. right?
By destroying things into peace.
Destroy into peace. Like
That doesn't
using
make
its
that
power.
doesn't sound right. Destroying things into peace is.
Well, thanks everyone for your great questions. I'm afraid that's our time for the Goosebumps press conference. Thank you to Rob, Jack, Odeya, Dylan, and Ryan for joining us today.